Hey everybody, David here with T&D Sports Cards. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be at least beginning a box of 1979 OPC Baseball. This will be the first box of these I have ever opened. I have done some packs on the channel. This was a box that I picked up somewhere along the way at a show. I want to say it was in the late 90s because I do remember buying a couple of boxes from the same vendor at a show that I went to in New Jersey. And I remember he had a lot of older baseball and basketball. I'm actually kind of kicking myself that I kind of just focused on the baseball and didn't pick up any of the basketball, but this should be a lot of fun. This particular year just rings true with me in a lot of ways with my collecting. That I have mentioned it on the channel before, that like 79 was really the first year that I have, real vivid memories of collecting, going through packs. And anytime I look at the cards from this particular year, it just really kind of resonates, brings back those memories. My favorite card from the top set, which is also a card that's in this set, was the George Brett. I was actually trying to find it. I realized recently that I think it's in a binder that's at my father's house. But I love the Brett card so much that I actually had it taped up on my turntable so it would be displayed. So in the morning when I woke up, it would be there and I could look at it. And I remember my father specifically saying to me that, like, are you sure you want to put tape on that? Like, I was just a kid. And I was like, yeah, I want to put it up there. And he's like, all right, well, you'll probably mess up the back. And sure enough, I did when I eventually took it down. But I still have the card. I just wanted to kind of show that to you. But I haven't had a chance to get to my father's in a little bit. So when I do, I will, hopefully that it is in the binder, I will bring it and show it to you guys. But before we actually get into the box here, I want to give a shout out to the Wax Pack Dad, our good friend over there. He does a lot of vintage. He's opened a bunch of old packs, baseball, football mostly. He also does like a theme on the weekend sometimes, Fleers and Beers, which has been kind of fun. He's done some other different stuff too with baseball, a little away from the mainstream. He did some like 3D cards or something that were kind of large. Those were really interesting. But he's got a really, really great channel. I'm sure you guys will enjoy his videos. He's also going to be doing a 1978 Topps Baseball rack pack this week. It might even be today. I will definitely post the link for his channel in the description for this, and when that video is available, I will post the link for that video as well. So please do go check that out. So anyway, I want to get into these. One thing that I noticed on this box that I did not even pay attention to one iota when I purchased it is that the OPC boxes, I guess what they considered to be their factory seal, was a piece of tape. And the tape is very much on here. Whether it was removed or replaced, I have no idea. But I think that's a really good sign. So this box should be pretty legit. I am going to pop that right there so we can get these on display. Actually, these do not fold open like the Topps boxes do. It's usually there's like a pop out up there, but this is just a full piece of cardboard. So I believe I'm going to do a quarter of this box today. We will see how this goes. And obviously we'll move along through it in future videos. But anyway, highlighting this 79 set, there are several key cards we could be looking for. The Brett that I mentioned is one of them. Another card that I absolutely love is the Carlton Fisk. Of course, I've mentioned him many times. There's a lot of his cards that I like, and this one's right at the top of the list. I guess the big catch in this set is the Ozzie Smith rookie. To my knowledge, I have never owned an Ozzie Smith rookie. I went through a ton of my 79 cards recently from going way back, and even stuff that I purchased, beyond, that point in time. And I do not have an Ozzie Smith, so that would be pretty awesome to find that card here. And of course, there's lots of other Hall of Famers we could look for. Reggie Jackson, Nolan Ryan, if I haven't mentioned him already, is another one. Let's get into this because I'm pretty excited to see what we can find in here. The gum usually in these packs, from my recent experience, is stuck to the card, the bottom card. So unfortunately, we might have a problem with that as we go along, with that card not being in such great shape. But hopefully the rest of them are. And the gum is not even stuck to this card. That's pretty awesome. So there's the gum there. All right, so we are going to start off with a Cesar Geronimo, Gene Garber, Bill North, Jack Clark, and of course, being OPC with the Canadian teams, there's usually an enhancement of those. Dan Dreesen, Mike Garman, Mario Guerrero, Otto Velez, another Blue Jays team card, and Otto Velez is a Blue Jay, by the way. Enrique Romo, and the last card in this pack is a Rich Hebner. And I don't know if you can see on the camera here, the kind of the rough cut on the edges here. And once again, the gum was not stuck to here, so that's pretty nice. Just a little bit of residue on the back. These cards feel old. Well, I guess they are. They're what, 44 years old? All right, so we're going to start with Pat Zachary, who I don't remember too many great things with him. The one thing that sticks out with me is I remember he kicked a water cooler when he was annoyed, I believe, from being pulled from a game and ended up breaking his foot. He did not have a very long tenure with the Mets. Hoskin Powell, Charlie Huff, who actually doesn't look terribly old in this picture here. I feel like even when he was in his early 20s, he looked old. Craig Reynolds, and then the OPC Classic there, with the now with or traded to the Astros. Aurelio Rodriguez, Denny Martinez. There's our first Hall of Famer, Mike Schmidt, and I think I've actually found this card on the channel before, and it was off center, much like this one is. Willie Randolph, Len Randall, Bob Nepper. I think this is actually a Bob Nepper rookie. Not that that's terribly significant, but he was a very good pitcher. You can see he actually had a good year in '78 with the Giants. Mostly with the Astros. Leroy Stanton, and the last one here is Jay Johnstone. This back card has the... Oh, it's coming off. Okay, that's good. It looks like Ken Singleton. And again, the gum is not... The gum's actually soft, which is interesting. Could be from the... maybe this has been stored well. Okay, so as I said, Ken Singleton. Oh, we have a Padre, but it's not the one we're looking for. Rick Sweet. Sam Ewing. Enos Cabell. Now, why did they leave the Marlboro ad there? They had to take it out of Randy Johnson's rookie card. I guess companies were more conscious of things like that as time went along. And we have another Bob Nepper. We have our second Hall of Famer, Steve Carlton. This one's centered a little better than the Schmidt is. Frank Taveras, Dave Concepcion, Dave Wow. Lemanchik, maybe. He's a Blue Jay. Bobby Bonds, who played for a lot of teams. There is another Craig Reynolds and Biff Pogoroba. I do remember him, but I don't remember him being anything terribly significant on the major league level, at least. Oh, this one's loaded with wax. That gum actually looks like it might be edible. I don't know if I want to take that chance. Freddie Patek, Omar Marino, Jerry Kuzman, who I guess was just leaving the Mets at this point in time. He is now recently inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame. Rick Waits, Tom Johnson, Steve Kemp, Toby Hara, Fred Lynn, Jerry Morales, Bucky Dent, Mike Lum, and Buddy Bell. And this has got to be Cliff Johnson. And there's the gum again. And as I mentioned, Cliff Johnson starts us off. You have Bob Watson, Roy White, Jim Clancy, Willie McCovey, Dan Meyer, a barely miscut Jeff Zahn, Mickey Stanley, Dave Rader, Bert Hooton, Hal Dews, and Bill Stein. Did we find 2 Bill Steins in that pack? Am I dreaming? That was Dan Meyer. I'm sorry. I am dreaming a little. And we have Jeff Burrows to start this pack out with a lot of wax on it. Bill Bonham, Mitchell Page, Bob Stinson, Larry Boa All-Star card. I think that's the first All-Star we found. Ron LaFleur, Tom Paciorek, Doug Rao, Wayne Cage, and Ed Kranepool. So we got 2 packs left out of this stack here. Yep, the gum's stuck to this one, but it's coming right off. All right, so we have Manny Sarmiento. You know, I'm noticing on a lot of these that on the bottoms, the corners are very soft. Larry Milburn, Jim Spencer, Mike Cubbage, Bob Robertson, Willie Stargell, and this card is not in the best of shape. No, it really isn't. It's even got like a small crease on the bottom there. Wilbur Wood, Ken Forsch, and Bob Forsch. Interesting how the brothers followed each other. All right, so we're going to start this pack with Gary Maddox, and again, the corner really, these corners on the bottom do not, and this card's got a crease on it too. Wow, actually a lot of bends along with the wax on it. Dan Dreesen, Matt Keogh, another Biff Pogorova, Mike Lum, another Jay Johnstone, Tom Bergmeyer, Stan Bonson, Andre Thornton, and Jose Cruz. So nothing terribly significant in those first 9 packs we have here. We got Willie Stargell, a Carlton, and a Mike Schmidt. So, all right, so we got a quarter of the way through here. And as I mentioned, we will continue this on. I'll probably do a quarter of this box like for each of the next 3 weeks. And hopefully we'll find some more good ones at least. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Again, please check out Wax Pack Dad. Hopefully his 78 pack is a big hit, along with all his videos with you as well. So I hope everybody's doing well, and we will see you soon with our next new video. Take care.